Boss man.
Mate, all right.
Just in your place.
Congratulations, mate.
Cheers, bud.
How did that compare to the
They were almost similar in a way, weren't they? Yeah, look, I think individually they're special for different reasons to me. That Portman Road one, that was not that it's hard to be topped, but that has a different sense of meaning to it for me. But this is I think I'm past the point of knowing. I don't know anymore. I'm just riding the wave. Look, it's been a wild ride, wild journey. There's nowhere near finish yet. I've still got a lot more to do. A lot more I want to tick off in the sport, and there's way more to come.
You heard that in there or anything?
No, I wasn't, and I don't want to say that to take away from Joe, because it's not that he's a soft puncher at all. I just wasn't hurt. I got caught being lazy. I got caught a bit wrong-footed. I overcommitted with some shots and just got caught falling around a bit. But I wasn't hurt. I wasn't buzzed. You saw the way I came into it in the second round. I didn't change anything. It wasn't any different. But sometimes in spaces my work can be a bit sloppy and I get a bit annoyed with myself and let that get to me. But I wasn't hurt. I wasn't buzzed. I was fine.
That's experience as well.
Yeah, look, it's funny, what am I now, 20, 21 fights in, so still learning on the job, guys.
How did Parker's power feel?
Nothing too distinct. Again, it sounds like I'm taking the piss and I don't mean to. But it wasn't nothing earth-shattering, it wasn't nothing stunning, didn't take me by surprise at all. It wasn't nothing new to me in that sense, and look, I put that down to throwing myself in the deep end of sparring and things like that. And I know, look, don't get me wrong, it's very different. You've got bigger gloves and head guard and stuff, but ultimately, we're 16, 17, 18, 19 stone boys, and when we hit each other, when I've been sparring with some of the best in the world, them boys can crack. So, yeah, I'm used to getting hit.
How excited are you to go in there with Usyk?
Yeah, look, I don't know how I put that one into words. That has been the goal for a number of years now. That's been the objective. That's been everything I wanted. So, yeah, look, we're there. We're
All belts.
Yeah, look, it's a wild one to say, but one of the generational talents, one of the best to ever do it, on all the marbles. There's nothing more I could ask for. There's nothing more I could want within this sport. So, just like everything else that's led me here, all I've ever asked for is the opportunity, and I've got that. And I'm not planning on stopping here. I'm not planning on getting in the ring with Usyk and going, look, thanks for having me, and just rolling over. That's not what I'm about. I think you saw that tonight. So, yeah, look, when that bell does go, me and Usyk do finally get in the ring, he's going to have to work for it.
Is Wembley the dream for that, for you?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd like to go overseas. I think I'd like to do somewhere overseas, bigger, something different, maybe America. I haven't been able to go over there yet, something like that. I don't know. Ultimately, it could be in my back garden. I wouldn't care. Tell Usyk to turn up, give him the directions to Ipswich. I'll give him my postcode. He can come find me and we can do it in the garden. I don't care. As long as he's there, bring his belts, let's get this on.
Can you just take us through the stoppage and what's going through your mind?
Ref, you're going to hurry up.
He wasn't firing back, was he?
Yeah, look, I was letting shots go, and I was doing my best to try not to get too sloppy, but it was 11 rounds in. I'd already shipped a bunch of punches throughout the fight as well. So I was in between staying composed and just letting my hands go, but I thought it was a bit of a now or never moment. I knew I probably wasn't up on the cards, but it didn't faze me, it didn't bother me, I didn't mind that at all. I knew that if I caught him, I could keep the gas on, keep the pressure on. I knew I've trained extremely hard for this. I'm extremely well conditioned. So I knew all I had to do was get my shots off, stay in front of him, and just keep landing punches. And yeah, look, maybe the ref could have called it a couple of shots earlier, whatever else, but we are where we are.
What were your thoughts when the commercial came out at the end of the round? It appeared as if Randy Parker had gotten off the hook there.
Look, it's tricks of the trade, isn't it? He's been in this game for a long time. He's 40 fights in. You pick up little cute tricks like that, little ways to save yourself and buy yourself some extra time and things. And in the moment, of course, it's aggravating, but look, it doesn't deter me, it doesn't put me off. Or if anything, it spurred me on to know that you needed a breather there, you needed a break, that I hurt you when I was keeping the pressure on, and you needed a moment to compose yourself. So all that did was spur me on to know that through the fight, all I have to do is get to you, and then I can get you out of there.
Fabio, you talked about the doubters being sort of kept hovering over you through your career. Do you think you finally silenced those doubters?
Yeah, look, I think I have, but I'm sure there'll be a number of articles, blogs, like whatever's written up tomorrow about how I was seconds away from losing, or how I beat Parker but I'm not going to beat Usyk, and this and that and whatever else. So look, I'm not here to please everyone else. I'm here to chase my dream, chase my journey. As long as I go home, that my family are happy with me, they love me, they're proud of me, and my team are proud of everything I've done, I don't care, with all due respect, what any of you have to say.
It was a great fight, clearly, in two different directions. Do you give credit to Joe for putting up a great fight against you?
Oh yeah, look, a huge amount of credit, because coming off the run he was on, coming off the build back he was on, he didn't have to take this fight. And there was a lot of people who didn't want to take this fight. I was at Frank for ages saying, who can I fight, what's going on? And that's how we landed on Joe, because look, I thought, okay, cool, let's just go to the top of the tree. Let's just jump at that. And we had all faith in that. And again, with the position that Joe was in, he didn't have to take this fight. I'm dangerous for a bunch of reasons, but all credit to him. I thank him from the bottom of my heart for the opportunity. And look, I wish him well, and I believe he can come again. So look, hopefully we see him again.
After the last one, I think had a couple of days rest, and by the Wednesday he was in a maternity ward having a baby. How are you going to celebrate this one?
Yeah, it's a bit of a different life now. I'm a dad, so this has been my first week away from my babe. So it's been it's been a weird one. I've missed them tremendously. So yeah, just looking back to get.
Robert, can I ask you, from your journey, it's been a mad one from the first time you picked up the gloves to now. Is there anything from the whole journey that changed at all?
No. All the bumps in the road have been they've been what's made me. All the the delays when I first started out with my career, my debut being rescheduled a bunch of times, and me not having the right management team to start off, and then finding magic, deal with the team and the guys, and everything built me and built resilience. All the setbacks, all of you guys just saying I'm a white collar guy, I'm not going to do that well, all of that builds resilience, builds callous. And that's why when I'm in the ring on the night, I don't care if it's not going my way, I don't care if the judges don't have me up. I believe in me, I know the people around me believe in me, and all of that has built resilience for me to come through, and it's all been proven.
Frank, just for yourself, you've always had a hand in the heavyweight division. When you consider Fabio's story, where he's come from, what colour is he? Is it comparable to anything that you've worked with?
No.
On working with heavyweight?
No. As I said earlier on, he's not had any amateur experience as such, and was it 20 fights as a pro, learning, as he says, on the job, and each fight he's had, he's gone up a level. And he's not only just gone up a level, he's beat all of them. He's beat all of them and done it in style. And he's, I'll said it again, I'm going to bore you with it. His words, takes a second at those 36 minutes to change a fight. He's done it. I mean, I've seen you do it in the last two fights, and does it. And he's got resilience. He's got unbelievable heart. He's got an unbelievable engine. And the word he uses again is he maintains his composure. He can get caught a couple of times, but he gets his composure back.
The other day, Rob, when you did the panel show with us, and I talked to you, I asked you about Kojo's loyalty to you and how you used to see in his sport. And I won't name them, but the other fighters said there's no loyalty, and if he loses, you'll be sacked. Now, I'm sure it was tongue-in-cheek, but I mean...
It wasn't.
but genuinely, the loyalty that he's shown to, I know he works with Ben as well, but to take you to an undisputed heavyweight world title fight is incredible.
It's brilliant. You've got a line from white collar to world title. You can't make it up. He's going to be challenging for the undisputed 4 belts, and that hasn't happened since Lennox Lewis in 1999. So we're going to have another British.
3 belts.
3 belts.
This is 4.
Rob, you said in the same one you were talking about just now, you were game planning for Joseph Parker 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Just talk to me about, coming full circle from that time, how that was at this point.
Well, after the fight, we've had David Adelaide, Ben and myself, and Sam, we've liked the Joseph Parker fight. And then we went on, we had the 2 fights with Frazier. And then Joseph went on that incredible run, but it was always on the back of our minds. And we thought, to fight the number 2 was our goal.
Fabio, how much have you, obviously you've watched Usyk, you've watched a lot of Usyk, how much have you watched him and sort of dissected him yourself? And were you watching differently now you know that he's your next opponent?
Yeah, of course. I haven't, don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting there up late at night watching Usyk and breaking down his footage and films. For however long he's been at it, I've been watching him as a fan. I haven't been distracted by that very golden carrot that is obviously the next opportunity for me. So we haven't been looking around for all of this camp and all the build-up. I look at the immediate, I look what's in front of me. So no, I haven't sat down and dissected him and looked through him yet, but look, that's a job for next year.
Fabio, we had a bit of a joke before the fight talking about Usyk and his tendency to kind of beat all the Brits, and you laughed and said, oh well, it's my turn next and I'm going to be the one that will beat him. How does it feel realising that you actually are next in line now to beat him, and you could be the one that gets that win for the Brits? Because so many big names, AJ, Fury, Tony, everyone has tried and hasn't come out and won it. How does it feel knowing that you have the nation's hopes on your shoulders now?
Yeah, it's a wild one when you piece it all together like that. But look, I'm the next one up. I'm the next one at it. I've got big, broad shoulders, so that's fine by me. I'll carry all the pressure. There's no problem. But I'm something different. I think we've thrown enough of the kind of, not to say any of those guys are similar or the normal, usual, whichever else, but they all come from similar backgrounds, similar ways of doing things, and I come from a different school or a non-school, however you want to call it. So, look, we've thrown all the kind of the usual guys at him, our top dogs and whatever. So, yeah, look, let me have a crack with something different, see where we end up.
Frank, just one for you as well. That Parker fight with Usyk didn't seem to kind of excite Usyk in the way that he wanted. Parker spent ages calling out Usyk and it never really kind of materialised. Do you think this is the sort of fight that Usyk needed, the sort of excitement that he needed, a challenge, a big, puncher like Fabio to get him excited, to get him to accept a fight like this?
Well, one thing's for sure, it'll be a fight that everybody wants to see now for the dynamic of the fight, what will happen. Do I think he would want it? I think he'd prefer an easier job. Oh, but anyway, if I was him. Look, he said that he wants to carry on, and he'll have to do it. And it's really simple. We're either going to do the fight or not. And the only reason it won't happen is if he says no, and then he will have to vacate or give up the title. And if he does that, he becomes the champion, WBO champion. He becomes world champion. I'm sure you don't want to win a title like that, but it's win-win-win. It's either going to happen or it's not, but whatever happens, he's got a chance of becoming the world champion. He's either going to be for the 1 belt or the 4 belts.
How would you feel, Fabio, if you were operating?
Yeah, look, it's not the way I'd want things to go, but ultimately I'd still see myself as a world champion, because look, if that was to happen, if Usyk was to drop the belt a day earlier than this, then Joe would have picked it up, we would have fought for it, I would have beat Joe and I'd have been a world champion, and everyone would have called me a world champion from then on. So if whatever in a few weeks, few months, Usyk goes no and drops the belt, then I'm still going to regard myself as a world champion, because look, I beat the number 2 in the world. I don't know what more you need to be a world champion. I beat the 2nd best heavyweight in the world. So yeah, look, I would happily call myself that, but it's not the way I want things. You know how I do things in the ring. I want to earn it. I want to fight for it. So yeah, look, I'd much rather win that belt in the ring.
Fabio, it's well documented that Usyk calls his left hand Ivan. He's got a name for it. Have you got a name for your right hand at all?
No.
Or a story behind
I have, but I can't tell you.
You can't be saying that, man.
It's his second best friend.
Sorry, I got punched in the head for a bit. Things are a bit scrambled. Apologies.
Was there a moment in the fight late when you realized that you were turning the tide? Like, Frank even had you down 4 rounds by the time you got to stoppage. When did you know that this momentum was shifting your way?
If I'm giving a fair thing, I think it was ebbing and flowing through the fight. It was ups and downs. All I needed was that second round to know I could hurt him, to know I had him going, to know I could get him out of there, to know that if my punch lands clean, he's going to get going. So that was all I needed throughout the rest of the fight. If every other round didn't go my way, the same mentality, the same focus, same concentration as just get to the end, get to the target, make him miss, make him pay, hurt him, and I believed all the way through that I could get him out of there.
Are you thinking about how many rounds you have left as you get to the last quarter of the fight?
No. It's, every round is about this round. Every round is the last round to me. Like, I'm not taking rounds in there, have a round off, chill out. All right, it's a 12-round fight. Just take it easy. Maybe in the middle rounds, come back around strong. Every round is the 12th round to me. Every round is a championship round. So I'm treating them all the same. Like I went at him. I shipped 20 odd punches at him in the second round. That's not a man who's being conservative. I'm trying to get people out of there.
You said to me before the fight that people will be distracted by your knockouts, by your power, and not give you credit for being somewhat of a technical fighter as well, or at least having skills. I thought the body work was what got you that stoppage late. Was that part of the game plan to work the body like that? And do you think now that again with this kind of stoppage, people will not acknowledge that you do have skills?
Yeah, look, I think there was a lot of moments in that fight where I was outboxing Joe, or at least boxing on a level with him, and boxing very well. I was winning rounds, picking shots, picking moments, sticking to the game plan very well. But he's a great fighter, so look, there was ebbs and flows in the fight, it was peaks and valleys, but yeah, I proved my boxing skill in that fight, again, like I say, against the second best heavyweight in the world. But will I get the credit for it? Probably not, because of the way the fight ended and the KO and the drama and everything else, but that's fine for me. Me, my team, everyone around me knows my boxing skills. I don't need everyone else to know or give me a pat on the back for it. I'm just going to stay winning fights.
We'll finish there. Thanks, everyone.
Right.
Yeah, good. How you getting on?
I'm good. I've been out of action on a bit of the flu, had an operation.
Yeah.
I was saying to you, we're going to tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
When you're a massive fan, and great work today. Absolutely. I'll tell you, unbelievable. I swear to
Wild
God.
ride.
No, I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. And you're right.
Come on.
Andy.
Oh,
Look up.
come on, boss.
Look up. Right. That's a good shot right here.
So what a fight. What a fight. It was an unbelievable fight. Unbelievable.
Hello, everyone. Andy. Huh? I feel alright. Listen,
How are you, Joe?
huh?
How are you?
You know what? I'm good. Congratulations to Fabio Wardley for a tough fight. He's a warrior. And at the end of the fight, I thought I was fine, but listen, I'm not the ref. I'm not the one controlling the fight in terms of refereeing something. But I went out there. We both went out there and gave it our best, and he won tonight. So he's a good man. What can I say?
Were you surprised by how many shots of yours he took and kept coming?
Yeah, he's a tough man. Like I said before the fight, he was confident, he had self-belief, and he showed that he's a warrior. So all I can say is congratulations and all the best for what's next. Hopefully we can have a rematch.
Andy, did you think that stoppage was fair?
Joe was taking a lot of shots, but a lot of them he was blocking and slipping, but he was taking some, and there was an opportunity for the fight to be stopped, and he stopped it. Do I think it was fair? It was a battle, wasn't it? You know, it could have been the other way around. One punch here or there, just it's the nature of the sport, and heavyweight boxing, that's the way it is. I thought Joe was ahead in the fight, boxing very well, but you have to give credit to Fabio. He found a good punch. And that's the way it goes, isn't it? It's hard.
You boxed some massive punches in your time. Where does Fabio compare one punch, sort of right hand?
That's right up there. He got me with a few shots, and I was like, "Ooh, nice," you know. But he took the challenge. We both did, and he put on a good performance. I felt like it was doing quite well in the fight, and then obviously you get caught, and it's boxing, you know. I felt fine when they stopped the fight, but I'm not the judge. I'm not the referee to stop the fight or let it go on.
So at the moment, it was stopped. You wanted to.
I wanted to carry it, of course. You know.
Joe, given what was at stake, opportunity that was going to open up for the winner, how devastated are you personally?
Listen, it sucks. It sucks losing a fight. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm all happy, you know, but life goes on. Boxing is part of what I do, but I'm very blessed with wife and kids and a happy family. So I want to go back to them and regroup and see what's next. But it does suck. But I just want to say congratulations to my opponent because he won the fight. You know? He won the fight fair and square, and now he's moving on to a bigger fight.
Joe, people were saying that you didn't need to take this fight beforehand. You did take it, but I'm sure you're not still regretting it though.
No, I don't regret anything I do. It's boxing. Boxing is, life is bigger than just boxing. Boxing is part of what I do. I'm very blessed to have a beautiful family, a wonderful team, and I'm going to continue to go on. What's the next, Brent?
Before you go, I said, whatever you want to do, we're 100% with you, and we will sit down and we work that. You're with us, and you know that.
It's an amazing division. There's so many fights like that. Must be kind of the reason why you think it's so good.
I still want to carry. Yeah, I'm still. Listen, it's just a bump in the road, and I still want to carry on. It felt good out there.
Joe, you had a disappointing defeat here in 2018 and you fought your way back over a period of time. Have you still got that fight in you to bounce back from this one?
I still have the fight in me. I still do. And I guess I have to show that in the next one. Otherwise, if it doesn't go my way again, then it'll be very difficult.
It was a tremendous fight. I mean, both of them gave everything, didn't they?
Yeah, we did.
You know, I mean, an amazing fight. Amazing fight.
Joe, was there a moment in that fight when you felt you had him, or was he always...
I felt I had him many times, but he showed character, you know, he showed his toughness. And he kept coming back, you know, so I credit to him for being able to take those shots and bounce back and, you know, show resilience in the fight.
Joe, did you notice at the end of the fight he was lying on the canvas and you were still standing? Did you notice that?
Now listen, he was tired. I'm sure he was very tired. You know, being able to throw all those punches. He caught a few shots and missed a lot of shots as well, but again, that's what it is, you know.
Joe, Tyson Fury devastated ringside. Did he give you any words of encouragement?
Tyson was there. We're all, as a team, look at us. But it's just one of those things where you just got to accept it. It's boxing.
And you've done anything differently, games plan-wise, done any fights?
Oh, Joe was boxing well. Was winning the rounds. It's just how you get caught with a punch. There's nothing. You can have the best game plan in the world. That's why they call it the equalizer, isn't it? Because it equalizes everything. Well, I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't change anything. Just I'm very proud of Joe. He fought his heart out, and another night could have been different. But
and Joe, now you shared the ring with him. Do you think he can go and beat Alexander Usyk? Do you think he has the skill?
There's only one way to find out. He didn't fight.
Yeah. Do you think he can? Many people have tried.
I'm not sure. If that fight's to be made, then we'll all see how it'll go. But I do feel like I was leading the fight, and he, like Andy said, you know, he's got that equalizer to change everything. I still felt fine after the fight. I wanted to carry on, but now we're here.
To a rematch. Yeah, well, he's gonna have his fight, and then after that, why not? I mean, it's a great fight. I mean, everybody would want to see that again, wouldn't they? I mean, you two probably don't want to do it again, but you probably do want to.
I want to go again.
No, but I mean, but it was such an exciting fight. It was, you know, ebbing and flowing. Of course, it's a no-brainer, that.
Joe, did he hurt you in the second and the 10th before he did finally stop the
Yeah, he caught me with a few shots. I felt it, but I wasn't very badly hurt. I wanted to carry on. Obviously, after the second round, I did carry on, but then the 10th, 11th round, got with a few shots, and I guess the ref said it was too much. Too many shots.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Joe?